So the MCU's Multiverse saga, it's really ramping up, heading towards Avengers, Doomsday, and then Secret Wars.
Huge events on the horizon.
Exactly. So our mission today really is to quickly get into some of the wildest, most powerful, strangest Marvel variants from the comics, the ones we think, based on the source material, could actually show up.
Yeah, and it's important for you listening to realize the MCU versions, that's just scratching the surface,
Right.
barely.
Right.
These variants, they show how truly boundless and sometimes, frankly, bizarre the multiverse is. You get everything from, like, funny concepts to really terrifying villains.
Okay, let's start there then, with the big bads, the intellectual powerhouses who could really shake things up after Kang. First one, the Maker.
Ah, the Maker. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a huge potential antagonist. Basically, he's the Reed Richards from the original Ultimate Universe, Earth 1610.
The first Ultimate Reed, okay.
Right. And after his timeline, his whole universe was destroyed. He survives, but instead of staying a hero, he just twisted, became obsessed with control.
How so?
He actually engineered a second Ultimate Universe, built it himself to match his own kind of warped vision. He's not just an evil genius. He's rewriting existence. Fundamentally.
Wow. Okay, so that's reality warping on a massive scale. How does that compare to someone like Maestro, who's more about strength but with that smart edge?
Maestro's fascinating. He's sort of the dark reflection of the MCU's smart Hulk concept.
Right, where Banner and Hulk merged.
Exactly. But Maestro is that combo who gone full tyrant. He's this super intelligent Hulk ruling over a post-nuclear wasteland. What's terrifying is he uses that Banner brain, that strategy, not just his fists.
To keep people down.
Yeah, to prolong suffering, dominate what's left of humanity. He revels in it. He's the ultimate what-if for a smart Hulk who decided ruling forever was the smartest move. Total despot.
Okay, so from that kind of calculated cruelty,
Yeah.
let's pivot to some really high-concept spectacle, almost cosmic-level stuff, starting with King Thanos.
King Thanos, yeah, this is the Mad Titan, but way in the future, after he's already won, like really won.
What does that mean, one?
He prevailed over almost all life in the universe, wiped the slate clean. He's this lonely old king on a throne of bones, basically. His only goal left is waiting around and trying to please Mistress Death, who still won't give him the time of day.
Grim. But you mentioned something about concept art.
Right, and this is interesting for you listeners, this specific King Thanos look. It's actually been shown in official concept art for the Avengers Campus theme park land.
No way.
Yeah. It suggests Marvel has a live-action design pretty much figured out. They know what he looks like.
Okay, that's potentially huge.
Yeah.
And if King Thanos wasn't wild enough, then we get to Dino Doom. Is that real?
Oh, it's real. All right. Dinosaur Dr. Doom from Earth 99476, I think. A timeline where dinosaurs, evolved intelligence instead of mammals.
So it's literally a dinosaur in Doom armor.
Highly intelligent, calculating, ruthless.
Yeah, probably Velociraptor-like dinosaur in Doom tech. It sounds completely absurd, I know.
It does, but it's straight from the source material. He even teamed up with the original Dr. Doom during a multiversal event. It just proves, Secret Wars can handle absolutely anything. No concept is too out there.
That is something else. Okay, let's shift focus slightly. Maybe look at a couple of variants who bring more narrative weight or maybe solve some problems, starting with Old Man Hawkeye.
Yeah, Old Man Hawkeye. He's from that really bleak Old Man Logan future, where the villains won, slaughtered most of the heroes.
The wasteland future.
Exactly. He's old, he's blind, he's carrying a ton of guilt and history. He's not a cosmic powerhouse, but he represents survival, the cost of failure.
So more of an emotional anchor.
Totally. He'd be perfect for a really impactful cameo in Secret Wars. Just seeing him could instantly underline how important Hawkeye is across all realities, especially the darkest ones, adds real grit.
Okay, that makes sense. And speaking of narrative solutions, there's a potential bombshell hinted at in the comics regarding Kang, right? Using Ultimate Kang.
This is potentially the biggest one. In the new Ultimate Universe comics, there's an Ultimate Kang running around.
Okay.
And the strong implication, really strong, is that this Kang is actually a future version of Ultimate Iron Lad, who is Tony Stark in that universe.
Wait, Tony Stark becomes Kang?
In that specific Ultimate timeline, yeah. That seems to be the direction. So if the MCU needs a really conclusive, high-stakes way to wrap up the Kang storyline, maybe without relying on the original actor,
they could pivot to a Tony Stark variant as the final Kang.
Exactly. Imagine the shock, the tragedy, the hero who basically started the MCU saga becoming its ultimate temporal threat. That's powerful narrative symmetry right there.
Wow. Okay. So, wrapping this up, what does all this mean? We've gone from evil Reeds and tyrant Hulks to kingly Thanos and armored dinosaurs, and even a potential evil Tony.
It means the multiverse saga can go so much further than just slightly different versions of heroes we know. We're talking truly surreal territory is possible.
Like what else?
Oh man, the comics have stuff like Frankencastle, that's the Punisher literally stitched back together by Morbius the Living Vampire.
Or Cap Wolf?
Captain America as a werewolf.
Yep, happened in the 90s. The possibilities are genuinely endless, from the serious to the utterly bizarre.
Okay, so final thought then. The MCU already gave us Spider-Man Noir, which was pretty out there for mainstream audiences initially, considering everything we just talked about. Which of the really outlandish concepts, maybe like Spider-Man 1602, the Elizabethan-era spider hero, which one best shows the kind of high-concept weirdness the MCU really needs to embrace next?
That's a good one to chew on.
Something for you to think about as reality potentially starts breaking down on screen.